Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Sambo Underground Podcast, number 2. I'm your host, Julian Sanchez, and we're here with Damian Deleon, the Sandman, going here. How you been, brother?
Oh, I've been great. Staying fresh, getting ready, for my fights coming up, making sure I'm staying active. And yeah, just ready for that title shot, ready.
Like I said, if I don't know, Damian Deleon is one of our top fighters around here at Team Sambo Nation. And again, he's fought some of the best guys in the world. He fought Marab, but past nationals as well. Yeah. Tagged him up more than Sean O'Malley did, know, so shout out UFC, what's up? Yep. And then he's also fought some of the best guys in Sambo in the USA today. Mm-hmm. He's one of the top guys at 64 kg combat. And again, we're definitely shooting out there for a lot of stuff. And also for MMA, he's one of the top talents here in the Texas scene. And again, tons of knockouts. We'll kind of get into more of that in a minute. But getting off first, so let's kind of see like what is in the mind like of Damian Deleon. What are like your music choices that you like? What do you listen to these days?
Oh, a lot of heavy metal for sure. I mean,
makes sense.
It makes sense, right? I mean, we're in a high aggressive type of sport, so like, my mind is always like going, and something to keep it controlled is definitely that heavy metal music. One of my favorites, Slipknot, Sepultura, a lot of good bands for me. And also I like classic too, like 80s music. I
like 80s too. 80s badass,
a lot of people say I'm like an old soul a little bit because, I listen to music from like the 50s all the way up until now.
Your top 3. What are your top 3 bands, like if you had to pick?
Ooh, right now, I'd say Slipknot for sure. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's hard. I got a whole lot of shit. Number 2... probably Drowning Pool, their first album. They got nothing but bangers on that first album. That shit, like, especially when I crack on that C4. What?
You're hyped in here, boy.
I get hyped.
Right,
and then number 3, recently, Linkin Park. Their first 2 albums, like, every song is so hype, and it feels like I'm in a concert all the time.
Yeah. I still remember where I was when that first Linkin Park song hit, like the music video. Yeah. I was at a Hard Rock Cafe in Dallas, and bro, that song came on. I was like, whoa, bro.
Which one was it?
It was In the End, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, and that was when they first came out. Bro, I was like, darn, this is wild. But,
that's a good one.
Okay, so we got top 3 right there on Damian Deleon. So real quick, let's talk about your past knockouts in Sambo, like as far as like weapons or even like your in MMA and kickboxing, what kind of knockouts do you have as far as for what weapons?
Oh, man, I remember ever since I've gotten into this gym and, in Sambo, like you told me, there was headbutts, there was reinforced knees, even though I'm not an amateur or even though I'm not a pro yet. Yeah. We're still able to elbow, use reinforced knees and stuff. So I knew like once I go against somebody in the Combat Sambo, I know I'm gonna get that flying knee, because that's what I want to be. I want to be a finisher, entertainer, and like I want people to know like, I'm gonna put somebody out. Yeah. And my first match came in, I was tagging that guy up, and then he was wrestle heavy. Yeah, I remember. So I was thinking, I was like, man. Oh, that knee. I just got to time it. I got to stay calm. Marco likes to take the credit a little bit. I told him to use that knee.
Yeah. And from the past episode, he's my cousin.
Yeah, Marco.
I don't care what Cat says. Nah,
for real. Right. But, yes, those flying knees. And then I remember I had another one that same day. I had like a knee elbow combo. That elbow rocked him. He went down, and then I hit him with another knee too. Before his knee touched the ground, hit him.
Remember that one?
That one was good. And then moving on to,
I do remember you had I don't know, it was a head kick or a liver kick. I think you had both actually.
Oh yeah, my head kick in a kickboxing fight. My first ever smoker. Yeah. I had got a left high kick, which was one of my MMA fights recently. I got a left high kick. My left kick is very strong.
That's been doing work since the beginning.
Yes. And then also on my second smoker, I ended him with my left kick to the liver.
I believe you fought up a weight class too.
I did, 150.
150. Yeah. Well, I remember, you hit him, boom, dropped him with that body kick KO. So again, Damian got a lot of weapons, so I mean, I think on the team, I think he has the most knockouts and most variety of knockouts.
Than
like
sure.
Anybody that I can remember as well. And then let's go to like your MMA fights. What knockouts do you got in there recently? What was that?
Yeah, recently was the left high kick.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny. Like we were talking yesterday. I was very nervous going into that fight. I remember the weight cut was tough.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm a server at a restaurant. Shout out El Phoenix.
Yeah, El Phoenix.
I'm a server, and it's kind of hard being there and cutting weight. I'm like serving these people all these fucking foods and shit. Oh,
good food too.
Can I?
Yeah,
can
this
I
is
cuss?
this.
Oh, it's free.
Uncensored,
like
uncensored right here.
Yeah, I was serving all these people's food, so it's like tough. But then I'm realizing I'm like, wait, I'm water loading, but I'm not even like putting no sweat, no nothing. So I'm like, fuck. I know by Sunday when I get off, I gotta like get to work. So those 3 days, I was like, fuck. I was like 153.
Oh, because it's going to the weekends when you work more.
Exactly. Yeah. And then it was trippy because the fight is on Thursday, so weigh-in was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was earlier.
So that was my toughest weight cut. Like that was the first time
you've also been putting on a lot of muscle.
And I've been putting on a lot of muscle,
since before and again on your frame, So
exactly.
It's one of the things we've been working on a lot, and so again, it is making the cuts a little harder,
Yeah, that strength and conditioning has been good.
Yeah.
And this was the first time too. I told you like, damn, coach, like this is like kind of hard on me right now, like the weight cut.
The weight cut, yeah.
And then I got in there, weighed in, whatever. And then I remember on my way to the fight, I was like feeling nerves like nothing. I was like, oh my gosh. And I just remember like God showing me little signs and like songs. And then I remember seeing like certain statues and stuff. I'm all like, damn. Nah, like what am I doing? And then when I walked in, I saw Marco. We walked in at the same time. I saw you, Jefe. And I was like, another day. Let's go.
Another day at the office for us,
And then when I walked out and everything, it was quick, easy, 1 minute fight.
Yeah,
I was gathering my distance. It was a nice combo. I hit him with the calf kick. He like got off balance. As soon as he got up, I hit that left high kick.
Yeah, boom.
Knockout. Put him to sleep.
He was asleep for a while too, and that was a good. And again, he was dangerous. He had a lot of power too.
Yeah.
But again, just the timing on your combo was crispy.
Exactly. Yes.
And then, so that was MMA, and then Combat Sambo. What are we kind of working on nowadays? Are we going into nationals in April?
Yeah.
What are you working on? Is that kind of stuff? Conditioning or what?
Conditioning for sure. Because I know we fight like 5 to 8 people in one day, so the conditioning has to be on point. And the Sambo style is so aggressive, like you gotta attack. Definitely condition, and definitely mixing up my attacks like more, blending it more when it comes to like
your foot sweeps into like your main attack.
The sweeps into my main attacks. Yeah, mainly that. I've been seeing a lot of doors now too when it comes with like all my techniques I use. I'm not gonna say my techniques, but
no details.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not too much details, but just certain routes like on my 2 and 3 combo attack. But basically blending everything together. Yeah, blending everything together.
Yeah, no, it's been doing good. If you watch the if you go to our Instagram for the gym, you can see a few of the highlights, that kind of thing that we do post. But it's been great. And then as far as training, man, like how is the room being? For those that don't know, we're here at HQ in Arlington, Texas, and we just finished. Usually we do the podcast on Tuesdays, and we finish Combat Sambo in the first class, and then we do No Kirka. I think last Thursday we did it. We do it Combat Sambo, Sports Sambo, and then we do Big Love Combat Sambo Draka. But man, it's been great training, and then again, your partner's been getting better, that kind of stuff. And
yes,
who's been giving you the hardest fights in the gym? You think?
Oh. Definitely. Combat-wise, definitely Jules.
I know,
oh man, he's like the guru.
Guru. Shout out to the guru.
Shout out to the guru. Yeah. It's just he has an answer to like everything. Just like and like that's the type of fighter I want to be too. Is like have an answer for everything. And Jules is like right there too. He's on me on the grappling, on the striking. He's definitely putting in that work.
Yeah, Jules is here almost every damn day.
Almost every day. Yeah. He's been getting me in that Sualev stretch
I've seen it like
so many times. Yeah. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like back control and then going to like knee bar while you're on the back. And then also these two good ones, new ones, Joey and Aiden.
You know what? And those two have been putting in a lot of work too. At,
a lot of work.
At Sambo Nation Dallas as well.
Yes.
And even here they put in work. And it was funny because I was actually to get y'all to a certain level, I had to start coaching against y'all to see like what openings that I can see. And that's kind of like my gift is like I see a lot of win conditions because I work with you all day long.
Yeah.
Right. And we fight everywhere together. But you know, at a certain point, you have to learn to kind of coach against your guys to see where they are vulnerable. You know, and that was one of the things. Like yesterday with Jules, I was having Joey, and we worked a few things that I saw that that was working for Joey. And again, Jules got some more experience, but again, if Joey was making it work on Jules, I knew that hey, you know, we need to kind of close those gaps in the next training camp, in this actual training camp.
Yes,
so.
for sure.
But again, Jules definitely, Joey, Aiden definitely did the leveling up.
Joey, Aiden, definitely, and then of course Cisco and Alejandro. You know, they got fights coming up.
Nah, that's not nice.
Because they got
don't work.
once the toe is back on, boy, it's over.
He said his toes hurt, you know. So got to get back on the healed up.
Yeah, for sure, because, you know, they got fights coming up. So, you know, we're making sure, like, they're getting tuned up, getting sharp, and they've been getting sharp for sure. It's not easy.
Everybody's getting good. And you know who, like, little shout out, because I shout out everybody. I was saying everybody. But you know who I haven't shouted out in a while is Little Chris been getting good.
Little Chris. Curly head Chris? Yes.
He's been hitting.
Getting strong.
He's getting
strong.
Boy.
Too, like, his striking's really good.
Yeah.
And also his grappling's really good. Too, I saw him like a while back when we were getting Edwin ready. Like he caught Edwin pretty good with a few combinations, and I was like, oh shit, we're leveling up here, you know?
Yeah, he hit me
good.
Bro, he hit me with that TJ move. He went low and then overhand. I was like, oh.
He'll catch you with like four body shots and then overhand your ass.
He does. Like he goes, wow. Old school move, but
bro, I did it back to him today.
But again, you know, it's just kind of
fucking keep his diaphragm.
Yeah. Hell yeah. He'll be like,
I will say, Alejandro's like we call it like a corner kick.
Ooh, yes.
That liver kick is really good with Alejandro's.
Yes.
Behind the camera, in case you don't know who it is behind the camera, that's the one making all the magic happen back there.
Oh yeah.
Shout out me.
Shout out
that Samfu.
AKA Samfu on IG. If you don't know who it is.
Boy, what's up?
And then okay, so like we are chasing down a title shot for Damian Deleon. Like we've been chasing for a while.
Yes.
You know.
Quick ducking.
Yeah.
And again, a few of the opponents, man. Like I said, you know, it's sometimes it's you know not having anybody ready at that point to fight, and then some guys, like I said, they want to you know get an extra camp in or two, and but again, like how do you feel different from like training for like 3-round fights? And then now moving into like title shot, and again we've been there for like 2-3 camps now. 3 camps now,
and it's been working because my conditioning is so like I thought my conditioning was good, but like now like even when I'm tired, my muscles like I'm able to burst and fire and like.
That's what's good.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them for pulling out because
it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm getting real dangerous for sure. Yeah. I'm feeling pop. I'm feeling power.
Yeah.
And my chains, like I said, I'm working on blending in my attacks, and like I've been doing good.
Yeah. If it's one thing though that I was shocked to chopping it with you the other day, that I feel like in Sambo, like you just get thrown into the game. It's kind of right here, you're gonna bullfight this 1,000-pound bull.
Yeah.
And you're gonna try to make it if you can. If you can't, fine. And that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Because like you can say Damian's already at pro level. And that's because you've been getting all this work from Sambo. Like you're saying, you're getting these extra tournaments. You go to these tournaments, you're getting 3-4 fights in one day. Yeah. On MMA, you're getting maybe, 2 in a month? I mean,
I think one time you did
2 every 2 months.
combat sport and no Kirka.
Yeah, you're getting everything.
Exactly.
One time you did like, I don't know how many matches that was.
Yeah, it was like 8 matches one day. The first nationals.
Yeah.
We just like on double XP really.
Yeah, double XP, but
and that's one of the things too. Like you know, Samfu is kind of just pointing to is that one of the main differences why you see that a lot, even in like the UFC or like the other levels, is that a lot of these guys that are coming out of these other countries is that they've put a lot of work in Sambo, sports Sambo, whatever you have it from there. And again, it's kind of like when they come over here, getting MMA fights is kind of tough for a lot of these guys getting MMA fights. So over there, like you sign up for a tournament and you're guaranteed a bunch of matches. Oh, yeah. And it's basically MMA, you know?
Yeah.
And just a faster paced version of MMA.
Yeah, for sure.
And so when they go in there, they have a ton of experience, going in. It's like Habib, Habib had huge amount of experience before he ever actually went into MMA. So, again,
And the finishing
kinda-
rate in Sambo is crazy too.
yeah. The finish rate. Yeah, because again, you only got 5 minutes.
Exactly.
You have to finish in combat sambo, so
Yeah.
you get no points. For those that don't know, you get no points in combat sambo for touching or critical strikes. Like you have to either rock your opponent or drop your opponent to score 4 points, and then go from there. But what are your goals after the title shot? Like, what are you shooting for after that? What do you want to do?
Oh, after that, I want to move up a weight class just to feel the 145 division. Just because, like, for my stature, like my reach and like just the type of fighter I am, it's I say it's definitely OP for 135, but that 145 one is looking tasty for me too.
Yeah, I will say, like, you do have probably the perfect build for like 135.
Yeah.
135, like you tallest you can be, strongest you can be at that weight class, and then got the cardio. So 145, like I said, is definitely in there, especially as you're bulking up as well.
Exactly, as I'm putting
getting
on
stronger.
that weight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and after that, I want to go into another promotion and get a title shot there too, back to 135. And then once I get those 3 belts, then go into pro for sure, because I want to start getting paid.
Yeah, hey, respect.
Yep.
And then going forth into that, what's like your favorite like hobby besides like training in here? Like, what do you do in like your downtime? What does Damian Deleon do in his downtime? Hey guys, I want to welcome in our first podcast sponsor on the channel. It's going to be Pitmaster Prints. Awesome barbecue themed t-shirts and apparel. Make sure to check them out when their site drops.
Recently playing my drums.
Playing
the drums. It's almost like similar to fighting.
Yeah.
It's like rhythm, I got to use each limb like to its own and like keep that constant pace. Sometimes I do a pattern switch and then I go back to a pace, pattern switch again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely drumming. It's real fun, and it's like it's a test on the mind.
What kind of kit you got? You got
electric?
You got
I think
acoustic?
It's electric. I think it's Elise's Nitro Mesh kit.
Oh, Elise's? Yes. I had one of their MIDI controllers.
Oh yeah.
It's like a keyboard, but man, they have pretty good stuff.
No, yeah, it is good stuff, and like especially when I can't like you always tell me recovery is you gotta be able to recover even though I'm putting in the work. Recovery is important.
That's the big thing for fighters. Like they don't like to have downtime.
Nah,
they just want to be in the gym.
I just want to be
working.
So definitely drumming is like one of the things.
Kind of keeps you.
It keeps
on
me
the recovery.
Yeah, it keeps me recovered, but also keeps me tuned in, like switched on. Yeah. And also the guitar too. I might dabble with the guitar. Yeah. I have a Fender guitar.
You know what I've been seeing a lot of now? Like I haven't seen it in the past. I've been around music a lot, but a lot of the drummers like doing covers and they post it like on IG. Yeah. And then like they'll just drum to it, and bro, that thing has like been blowing up. I've been seeing tons of content. Like that,
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's why like I like playing it, and then just like making videos of it too. I like doing that too. Yeah.
I think I think we should get some video like that of Damian. Hey,
oh yeah.
On the IG. But yeah, like I said, going from there, like I said, it's been a great training camp as well too. And again, we've been at title shot, capacity now for like almost 3 camps.
Yeah.
About 3 camps. Yeah, and we got our guys getting in here going in that, and then also we're going to be kind of getting Damian. Damian does coach here, with us well, and he helps us get the guys ready, getting them sharp and that kind of thing. And next generation of coaches. Yeah. And at this next one, like I said, we're going to be kind of running as assistant coach, and just kind of actually taking point in this one where you're going to be, learning how to wrap the guys' hands.
Wrapping hands.
Cornering the guys, jewels, that kind of stuff, And in my opinion, I think it's, as some of the senior coaches, you got to kind of pass down that knowledge, and get the other guys ready. A lot of people, they want to be the one running the show all the time, but at a certain point, you got to get the next generation ready for it.
Oh, for sure.
So I said, I talked to Weber about it, bringing him in. He said, he wants to do it. And then also Damian. Yeah. Two of our top guys that are always in here working hard. Yeah. Building it, that kind of thing.
For sure.
Definitely at the next XKO, we'll be there and dialing that in. And then I think your next title shot's in April, right?
In April.
Like we're shooting for it. That's what they kind of agreed on.
Yeah, for sure. Late April, I believe. And I'm just ready to go out there and show my skills. I love performing in front of a crowd. Like when I feel that energy.
Yeah.
It's almost it's weird. Like when I talk to Kara about like my fights.
Yeah.
Like I go out there, like I see nothing. Like it's nothing but a blur. But I feel like the energy. I feel it, and I'm just like I soak it in. And then once I get in there, it's like I just miss that feeling.
Dang.
I miss that feeling, man.
Okay. And
you get in there, yeah.
I'm gonna start a new segment on this one. I'm gonna write it down. We're gonna call it. The guys always joke about my playlist at the gym. We're like, all right, if you can add one song to the playlist, what song should we add to the gym playlist?
Me?
Yeah. What song?
Oh, this is one. Sepultura.
Ooh, that's good.
Roots, Bloody Roots.
Bloody Roots.
Bloody Roots.
All right, we're gonna have to load that up onto the playlist.
Oh,
I think we're gonna do that every time. So we get a podcast in. Who's talking about it? We'll add a new song to the playlist.
Yeah. So someone's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Put this song on."
Who put this on? I'll be like, Damian did. Like, it's Damian's fault. Yeah, man. But like I said, going into that, how old are you again?
24. I just turned 24 in December.
Ooh, shout out. And then how long you been training?
Ooh, almost 8 years. Actually 8 years already.
Yeah.
It's already past January, 8 years. And I first started Sambo, and I've been here ever since. I'm learning every day. Yeah. It's always something new every day. I'm just like,
and you know, it's funny because like I think that, you know, my generation, you know, we were kind of where we had to kind of rebuild it.
Yeah.
And a few of my other guys, you know, the coaches, Ben Rothrock, shout out, a few other guys, and then me. There's a few other guys, Joe, David Dempsey as well. A few other guys that were running tournaments.
Yeah.
Of course, the USA Sambo guys, you know, shout out to them as well. But again, as far as like my generation and our generation, we had to kind of build it up to what it is now. But it's kind of wild to see kind of like the new generation, and that's kind of like what y'all are.
Yeah.
You know, guys that, you know, most of them that never did another style except Sambo, and they kind of grow into it. Or guys that had a little bit of other training, and they hop into Combat Sambo, fall in love with it, you know, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
But again, I think you're one of like those first that are kind of like first generation, you know, Sambo players. You know what I'm saying? Like from America, you know, there's a lot from other countries, but from America, y'all are kind of be like y'all are one of the first of like the new generation that are going to come out of here. Out of American Sambists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, American Sambists.
And again, y'all are showing out, you know, and doing work. And like I said, everybody's like, you know, anytime we ever match up with like the matchmaking, they're like, we got to fight those Sambo guys again.
Yeah. It's actually funny because like I've told you a couple times, like here and there, but like my first year, remember, like, because it was like this at first. It was kickboxing 1 hour, and then it was Sambo the next hour.
Yeah.
And then it was jiu-jitsu, no-gi, the last hour. And then, you know, I went in there, I would do kickboxing, and then when Sambo started, I would always skip Sambo. I would skip Sambo because, like, I was like trying to fight MMA, like I'm not trying to use a jacket. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then so me and the boys would go over to the other side and just get more extra rounds, extra sparring rounds, and then wait until jiu-jitsu is up, and then I go into jiu-jitsu. And then just like how you say, like, you know, how it all started or whatever. Yeah. And then I remember you pulling me aside. He told me, he's all like, Damian, you can't be like bullshitting around. Right here, if you come to Sambo class, like, you have international opportunities. Yep. You can go to any country. They'll, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fight anybody in the world, top level guys.
Which you have gotten the opportunity.
Exactly.
You know?
And I have gotten the opportunity. And then also, like it's basically a pro level, but like for any level competitor. Yeah. And like
there's
I remember
those opportunities for you.
Exactly. You know? Yep. And then like I was like, oh shit, okay, like I'm gonna start going to Sambo now. And then like literally like I just seeing everything like come to life. Like all these people starting to connect with us, and then now we like most of our people from here are on Team USA now. And stuff. And like just looking back, and then like where we are now today, that's
like I said, growth, man. That's one of the things. Like Sambo in the USA has been booming. You know, all across the country. You know, even Canada's booming, resurging. They're doing badass stuff as well. And it's just one of those things. Like I said, you know, if you build it, they'll come. And two, like I said, if you got passionate coaches, that's one of the most important things to me. Like I said, if you got passionate coaches, you know, putting in good work, and then two, you got the next generation of guys showing out. And it's funny because, like, I have people that will call into the gym or whatever, and they're like, hey, you know, every time we've seen y'all fight, Damian's fight, or anytime we've seen y'all fight MMA, man, it's always been exciting. And we watch other fighters from other gyms or other styles, and it's not as exciting, But these guys here are always finishing everybody, so they come in and sign up, They come, more importantly, join Sambo and then grow it from there. But yeah, it's those don't. We just had a badass training right now. Finished out. We got pro class finishing up.
Yep.
Coach Jeff is out there.
Yeah.
Kind of finishing up out there with the guys, getting them ready. But again, so we got Coach Jeff over here, and we'll get Coach Jeff on the podcast soon. He's one of our key components. Of course, we got the young guns, Damian Deleon, kind of bringing it in and going from there. But let's kind of talk about what the tournaments that we got coming up. We do got regionals this weekend.
Yeah, we got regionals coming in.
Regionals this weekend. I think you're going to hop in and get some work.
Yeah, get some work. Any weight class, I don't care. I'm going to just hop in, whatever weight, and whoever's open for a matchup, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, definitely hop in and get the regionals. Yeah. And then April we have nationals.
Nationals, yeah.
USA Sambo Nationals and US Open.
Yeah,
that's both. Those who don't know, the U.S. Nationals is for like citizens, and the U.S. Open is for any nationality and any status of citizenship, and from any country can come in. So again, if y'all want to come try that out, definitely shout out USA Sambo and hit up that tournament. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, April 5th, and it's going to be actually at a convention. I forget the convention name, but it's going to be at a convention, and so again, it's going to have a lot of stuff like your family to kind of do. And for after the fighters, once you're done, to walk around and kind of, check out the scene, have some fun.
Yeah.
And then I think we're actually going to drive down. So if you want to go, I got you.
Yeah.
But we're going to drive down there just because we want to. It's like, to be honest, from where we're at in Texas, it's 11 hours. So from us to Colorado is 12. So not that big of a drive for us. So we want to kind of get out there and kind of have some fun. But
for sure.
After that, we have the Louisiana Open. After, and I think that's Louisiana's first combat sambo tournament for sure, and their first sambo tournament as well. So that's gonna be badass. And then shout out to Morgan, Sambo Nation, Louisiana. Right now they're full-time sambo gym now, and that's the first sambo gym in Louisiana that's full-time, and one of the few in the country that are full-time sambo. And they just got a badass 16x16 boxing ring, brand new. So I think we're going to run a few of the events there as well. Yeah. And we'll also have some forge events there as well for like the smoker events for the amateurs. And we're also going to have beach sambo. And I think this is the first official beach sambo on U.S. soil. I've asked a few people, but I think this is the first one.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a 2-day tournament Saturday, and then Sunday we're going to do beach sambo there too as well.
Oh, nice.
There's a beach not too far from there. It's a swamp, but they have beaches too. It was funny talking to Morgan, and he was like, they have like their banners up and everything. They got the kids, the Kirkas, all that kind of stuff. But it was funny because he was like, man, we need to get he had like a gorilla, like painted inside the gym. I think his wife did it. She's a pretty good artist. And he was like, I need to get like an alligator in like a Kirka. I was like, bro, that's so like Louisiana type stuff.
Nah, for real.
I was like, if you put on this shirt.
Alligator wrestle.
Yeah. We always joke with them, like the Louisiana boys, like they're wrestling gators out there.
Yeah.
But so that's gonna be fun, and that's the beginning of May. End of May, we're gonna be doing the second annual Canadian training camp up at Sambo Nation, Canada, in Saskatoon. At Okimi Martial Arts. Shout out to them. It was a great time. Last time we went, we did sports sambo. No Kirka and beach sambo, so you get a lot of stuff. So anybody out there in the Canada little space up there, just like I said, try to get to Saskatoon. That's going to be May 24th, and it's going to be, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And again, we'll have some fun up there too. We'll fly out there, have the training camp. We're even going to do a referees training camp as well. And again, we'll do tournaments, and then again, we'll do no Kirka, sport, and beach sambo. And the beach, and I have to say this, like, the beach sambo that we did there is probably one of my favorite that I've ever like felt.
Yeah.
Because
in Canada?
Because it's nice. The weather's nice there, but the sand is cool.
Oh yeah.
In Texas, it's hot.
Yeah.
You touch the sand, boy, you're burning.
Hell yeah.
So again, that was pretty badass as well. I think the only thing for beach sambo, I love beach sambo. My only thing for beach sambo is that you gotta rake the sand in between every match. Like you got to. Those that don't know what beach sambo is, you hit beach sambo, and the first person to throw or get a scoring attack wins. That falls down to the ground. No submissions, no striking. It's just all about the takedown, that kind of thing.
Well, you were just saying now, that sounds like a fun, busy year, though.
Yeah, and again, we still have more down the pipe.
Yeah.
We got summer regionals, we got fall regionals.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, we got all the big tournaments, Pans, Worlds. And again, I think that's one of the things that I'm most excited about this year is, I think I tell y'all, it's like, I love watching the youth combat sambo, youth sports sambo, because that's where we see a lot of the new guys that are going to come up, at the world stages, like who we will be fighting in a few years.
Yeah.
And I think combat sambo for the youth and up starts at 14.
Oh yeah.
So we got a bunch of those guys, like our young guns in there, definitely Miguel, man.
Yeah, Miguel definitely.
Definitely got to get young gun Miguel, and I think he could do good.
Yeah.
And he fights all of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be badass.
Yeah, and I remember whenever he left. And then he came back. I'm like, damn, that boy going through puberty now and shit.
Yeah,
that boy strong, man.
Yeah, but he left like a little kid. And he came back like a man. I was like, dang.
I'm like, shit, but his wrestling's getting very good too.
Yeah, and then I think his background. Shout out Miguel.
Yeah,
but his background is TKD too, so he has amazing head kicks.
Oh, for sure.
That boy's super flat. He kicked the ceiling if he wanted to.
Bro, he's caught me good with his lead head kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think that's about it, guys.
Yeah.
But again, thanks for coming on the Sambo Underground podcast number 2. We'll have this out shortly tonight, and if you don't catch it tomorrow. Appreciate you, Damian Deleon, coming on.
Thank you, sir.
AKA the Sandman. If you don't know, sleeping to everybody. All right, guys. Take care and subscribe and like, comment, guys.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my own.